My name is Jennifer Reed, and I teach talented visual art and art history at Haynes Academy in Jefferson Parish. As an educator, I am most passionate about fostering an environment where empathy and kindness thrive, and encouraging students to express their creativity authentically. The students in this class are talented visual art 7th and 8th graders. I'm teaching a lesson on sewing, craft, and industrial design based on Ugly Dolls, which are toys that were created about 20 years ago. My lesson draws from the grade 8 visual arts curriculum, building skills that we will use in a later lesson on Faith Ringgold, and the high school visual art curriculum section on the introduction to crafts provided by the LDOE. The objection for the lesson today is that students will be able to demonstrate an understanding of sewing techniques and achieve good craftsmanship in their stitching. The expectation for the lesson today is that they learn how to hand sew using a running stitch, and that they will be able to create a simple ornament using that stitch. They are required to include a small patch of felt and a button to the front of the ornament. These and skills that we'll learn in the next classes will add to their tool bag of techniques that they can then pick and choose from when creating their final doll. Prior to this lesson, I introduced Ugly Dolls with a slideshow and some actual Ugly Dolls for students to explore. We watched the trailer for the Ugly Dolls movie and discussed the theme, which is that being yourself is never ugly, and that we're all unique and special and should celebrate our differences. It is this theme that really connects to my overall goal of promoting kindness and empathy. This lesson encourages students to express their creativity authentically because it's not replicating something that already exists. Their creation can go in infinite directions, and at the end is something they truly made from scratch. I will be teaching the students 3 different simple stitches and techniques for adding details and accessories to their dolls. As a decision to support all learners, the first stitch is the most simple, and the following stitches are a little more complex. Students get to practice all 3 and decide what works best for them. For students whose sewing skills are more advanced, or ones who catch on quickly and desire a challenge, I've added videos of many different stitches that they can use to embellish their dolls. I'll provide support in learning these, and we will do several gallery walks and mini critiques throughout this creation to bounce ideas off one another. I start off my class every day with a brain smart start routine that I have adapted from Conscious Discipline, which gives them time to decompress and get ready to learn and be creative. I've been practicing Conscious Discipline in my classroom for close to 8 years, and I find that it gave me the framework with which to build the peaceful, judgment-free environment that I wanted to provide as a teacher. This is the basis of my classroom management plan. I hope you enjoy the lesson. Well, happy Fancy Rat and Mouse Day to you. I'm going to take 3 big deep breaths. You don't have to, but you do have to be quiet. All right, I'm going to read you a chapter of the book. As always, you don't have to listen, but please don't talk while I read. That is the wrong book. All right, we'll pick up there next time. The quote this week is kind of related to the one from last week. Optimism isn't believing nothing bad will happen. It's about believing in your ability to handle it when it does. Remember the quote last week was, choose to be optimistic. It feels better, which I believe is true. Can I have 5 volunteers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Number 1.
I'm going to do the best in others.
Thank you. Number 2. Thank you. 3.
I'm going to use my listening ears for distance.
Thank you. 4.
I'm going to use the 5 points and 5 points.
Thank you. And number 5.
I'm going to use my hands and safety and stuff for my hand.
Thank you. Let's see what's on our wish well board. Oh, wrong class. Number 2. All right. Josie, she's good. She's great. She's real cute. I'm trying to think of anything. Nothing exciting. She got to wear red, white, and blue for Veterans Day yesterday. She's doing good. Haynes, how are you, Haynes? Good? Feeling good? Cool. All right. My parents are good. How's Reed? Reed took the ACT?
Yeah. We don't know what the score is yet, but they're doing pretty good.
How they feel about it? Okay. Yeah, it's like never a great time. All right. Yeah, I'll keep them on. Andrew is here helping us film today. He's on the wishful board. How you doing, Andrew? Good. Excellent. I'm good too. Yeah, Andrew's doing good. We'll keep Helene's and Milton's paths on as they're still recovering. And Mayuri's not in here, so I can't check up on her. Does anyone have anyone you'd like to add to the Wishbowl board? What you got, Valerie?
I want to add me and Camille because we both auditioned for some All-State ensembles. We get the results next week.
Oh, that's really exciting. Okay, so Valerie and Camille. Okay, and you get the results next week? Excellent. I'm going to send you good thoughts. I'm sure you did an excellent job. All right. Anybody else have anyone you want to add to the Wishbowl board? I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anybody. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's put the volleyball team. Volleyball team is going to the state championship. They're playing. I think they're playing Thursday and Friday, and then hopefully they keep playing because they have to win to keep playing. So that would be preferable. Okay. Yes, I hope they've gone the last 4 years. This is their 4th year in a row they've gone too. Pretty impressive. All right. Anybody else? All right. Well, on the count of 3, let's wish everybody well. 1, 2, 3. We wish you well. All right. Let's see what your doodle today is. Soup. Oh my gosh. Do y'all remember what was kind of the theme? What is the theme of the Ugly Dolls movie? Or Ugly Dolls in general? Lorelai?
That you're perfect the way you are.
Yeah, that you're perfect the way you are. Yeah. Do you want to add to that, Charlie, or was that where you were going? Okay. Yeah, that you're perfect, that we celebrate our differences, and that you're perfect the way you are. Absolutely. Makes me warm and fuzzy. So our project, we watched this last time, but our project is inspired by the Ugly Dolls themselves and the Ugly Dolls movie, which there's just an infinite number of them. We talked a little bit about the invention of them. It was the cute little love story between David and Sun Min, and he used to sign his little love letters to her with the character, and she made it for him for Christmas. And then everything just exploded, and they sold, millions of them. We watched that last time, and that's Wage, the one that the first Ugly Doll was based off of. So in this assignment, in this lesson, you're going to create and design your own original plush toy, applying the elements and principles of design to your creation. You're going to demonstrate an understanding of sewing techniques and achieve good craftsmanship in your stitching, and become familiar with the roles and responsibility of a toy designer and an industrial designer. Today we're going to focus on this middle one, which is you're going to be able to demonstrate an understanding of sewing techniques and achieve good craftsmanship in your stitching. Raise your hand if you've ever sewn before. Anyone ever sewn before? Okay, cool. That's cool. I really hadn't until I started doing this lesson last year. So what's cool is that after today, you will all raise your hand because you will have sewn, because that's what we're going to do today. So reflecting on what we did last time, what about the idea of creating an ugly doll excites you most? What are y'all excited about? Leela?
Having a cute little creature I can hug.
Making a cute little creature that you can hug? I love that. What else? What are y'all excited about? Yes. Sewing, yeah, it's a great skill to have. What about you, Lorelai?
Just creating it in general.
Creating in general.
Creativity.
Yeah, creativity. And then you have this cool thing that you made with your hands at the end. I love it. Yes, Leela.
I'm also excited about learning about industrial design because it's the path I want to go into.
Ooh, that's excellent. And that'll lead so well into if you were to do the engineering track at Haynes. Because they really kind of follow, we'll see, but they kind of follow that same. It's always about drafting your design and then creating it, which is the process we're going to follow. I love that. I didn't know that. I'm excited to hear that. So today what we're going to do is we're going to practice the running stitch technique by creating an ornament. So you're going to today, and you might not finish it today, but what we're going to start on today is we're going to make an ornament to practice. And we're going to use one stitch, and it's called the running stitch, and it's real simple. Your ornament's going to be about this big. Okay, so we don't want to go, you're going to see, you don't want to go too much smaller than this and not too much bigger either. So I'm going to show you this technique of the running stitch.
I made this one a little too small.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so you're going to double knot this end. You want to do the opposite end that you threaded it. And basically what I do is I just do a little, so look, I just twisted it around my finger and then just made a little knot. And then I did it one more time. And y'all, the threading the needle, can you help other people too? Threading the needle just takes practice.
Do you have help me start on?
I do. Can you walk around and help people get started? Thank you. Yes. That's perfect. That's perfect. How you doing? Oh, you need help threading it? Well, you know what? I'm identifying the problem, which is small-eyed needles, which is, you know what? An easy problem to fix. So we got this.
Do you want me to put this back in?
I sure can. Give me uno momento. Oh, look, darn it. There we go. Let me see that again. This is when we remember how to stop and take a deep breath and calm down.
I finally made a knot.
You made a knot? I'm so proud of you. Okay, so look, now we got it. You're going to want to end it on the back, okay? And then the way you're going to finish it off, and this is kind of just takes practice, is you want to like get up just a little bit under there, okay, and pull it where it's almost through. And then you're going to go through the back, and that's going to make a knot. Okay? And then you can trim your little excess. Yep. We can trim that too. Boom. Now you can sew your button on.
I did it.
And here, I'm here to help you. I love it. Do you need to see how to finish it? Okay. So look, there's like a little, so when you're done, you did it perfect. But when you're done, yes. You always want to go back to the back, obviously, just because you want to hide your knots. And then it's kind of just takes some practice. But you're going to go up through just like a little piece of the felt.
And then cut the rope?
No, not yet. You're going to pull it till it's almost through. Okay. Well, you got a little loop. And you're going to go through the back of the loop. And that's going to create a knot. Oh. And then you tie that. And then you cut it. And then you're done.
So that's going to be a little bit hard to remember, but I'll try.
That's okay. I can show you as many times as you need to see.
Okay.
So now you'll tie a knot on the end of this again, and then you can sew your buttons.
Okay.
Yep.
I like put a hole through it, but not fully, so
Yep.
there's not a mark there. And then do I just like
Yep. And you pull it, and it should make a little...
a knot? Mm-hmm. And then I cut it there, right?
Yep. Good job.
Okay.
You did it all on your own.
Thanks.
This is great. Okay, raise your hand if you learned something today. Cool. That's perfect. Look, if your ornament is not what you want it to look like, it's okay. Today was a learning day. I think I mentioned this, but I made 7 ugly dolls last year, and every time I made one, it looked a little bit better, because that's what this is all about, is practice. I came around to your table, and I brought you a paper bag with your name on it. I want you to put your ornament and any pieces you're going to use for your ornament in the bag. Y'all stop what you're doing. I've got to give you a couple more instructions. Okay, the lesson objectives were met today. As you saw at the beginning, only a few kids raised their hands saying that they'd sewn before. So now they've all sewn, whether it went as smoothly as they expected to or not. That's really why we do this activity, is to give them plenty of opportunities for trial and error and working out the kinks. Next time I will have needles with bigger eyes. That seemed to be the biggest frustration of everyone, was that the thread kept coming out of the needle and that it was hard to thread the needle. So we'll fix that next time. Super easy fix with bigger eyes in the needles. After this lesson, so next lesson we will finish. Some students actually finish their ornaments today, but in the next part, the students will finish their ornaments. And the following lesson, we'll be teaching them the blanket stitch and the back stitch, which are 2 more pretty simple stitches. So they'll be required to make another ornament using those 2 stitches, so that by the end of it, they've got a really good set of techniques that they are able to use to make their final project. Anything else relevant? Not really. Even though there was some frustration, that's just part of it. As I told them when we did this last year, I made 7 ugly dolls, and each one progressively got better and better. So there was frustration to be expected, but it seemed manageable. And I think that everybody was proud of the progress they made today.